Okay, hi. I am Max, and yeah, today I want to show you how I do my approach of charting new songs because a few people requested it. I will chart Relentless Chaos by Miss May I, and yeah, let's see. Takes a while to convert. Okay, here we go. So when I start charting, I will always press F5 to generate a waveform. And yeah, you basically get a waveform in the background of the charter's space. And yeah, let's hear it. Okay, so what we gotta do first is to get a BPM of the song correct. What I usually do is to zoom in and basically put the very first beat to the first transient, where you can clearly see that it's going to start there. And now we go to beat and put a time signature at 4/4, and yeah, let's see if it works. No. Okay, so what we gotta do is to basically count and along the song and then just drag the beat to that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we got a ninth beat on the position right here. And so we drag the third beat right here. And voila, we should have a correct beat right now. Okay, seems to work. Since most songs don't usually have BPM where you have like 0.58 or anything behind a point, I just assumed that it's 107.5, which if you double it up makes 215 BPM. And let's check it out. Hold on, metronome. Yeah. Seems to work fine. Yeah. Probably works out. So once I'm done checking out the BPM, I will just put off the waveform because it will totally distract me. And yeah, I think honestly for this song 215 will be too much of an how do I say it? It's just way too small. The beat in this section is way too small. I would much rather have this section, but honestly, this just doesn't matter. It's just a thing that I like to do, and so I just have it up again. Even though the song actually would be 215, it's just more comfortable for me to put it there. So what I will do now is to go to the very first point and press Ctrl-0 on the numpad, and now you can see this blue line right here. And what it basically does is you go anywhere, it doesn't matter where you go, and once you press that 0 on the numpad again, bam, it will jump right to this point. And this is pretty helpful to pretty much any chart. I've used it. I didn't know this until like a year or two into charting, and yeah, it really helps out. So okay, here we go. Before I start, I want to say that what I will want to do with the chart is to basically capture the whole essence of the whole song, and yeah, have it into this one chart, which isn't really easy or pretty much not possible because you are limited to 3 lanes and you just gotta work your way around, and yeah, just try and look what you can do. So yeah, let's go. Okay, this looks like a part that you can chart with only the guitar. Yeah. As you can see, I will basically just place my notes on the middle lane, on the yellow lane, and just put all these notes up or down, because it's just way easier than doing stuff like this, because it's faster. To me, it's faster. You can do it the way you want, but after all these years, it's just been a better approach to me. So yeah. Copy that section and paste it here. So what you can do now to bring a little bit of separation into the song is to basically just switch the pattern, like so, that you just put all these green notes to the yellow side, to the purple side, excuse me, and vice versa. So what I've seen here, hold on, let me, yeah. So, oh yeah, I forgot to tell, if you press Control and space, you just play back at half speed, which is really useful to many occasions if you don't really know what the song is playing. And you can just listen to half speed, and it's just great. And as you can see in this section, or as you can hear, you have a little drum fill. And I usually always chart the drum fills because they bring in variation and are just fun to play. And honestly, you can really hear them in the song. And if you wouldn't chart them, it would kind of be, I don't know, bowing, or you would feel like it was missing. Let's check. Yeah, put a snare in here as well. So, what you can do here at the end, there's also a little slower drum fill. You could chart it. You don't need to. I'm not sure what I will do. Let's see what it does. I think that could be great. Let's see. Yeah, again, press 0 and here we go. Yeah, I like that. Okay, Control A to select all, Control C to copy, Control V to paste. Yeah. Again, same thing, drum fill. Oh, it starts a little bit early. Wow, where does it start? Yeah. Here's one thing. What I usually did in the past with toms was just like, you know, higher tom sounds higher, put it at the upper side of the notes. That's what I did in the past, but since I started drumming, I realized that you basically go from the left tom, the higher tom is at the left side and the lower toms are at the right side, and to make it like a little bit more realistic, you just, I right now just do it like that you basically go from the left to the right, just as a real drummer would play it, and yeah. The thing with this is that you also hear it in the panorama that the higher toms are at the left side and the lower toms are at the right side. And people playing with headphones will also hear that you basically go left to right. And if you go in the different direction from the panorama, from the stereo panorama, it just kind of feels weird once you really know that this happens. So yeah, I changed my method in charting tom fills. Let's change that. Nah, can stay the way it is. So let's save. It's always a good thing to save as much as possible, because once your EOF keeps crashing, you're fucked. Honestly, I've had charted a song like 3.5 minutes and I didn't save a single time, and my EOF crashed and this whole chart was gone. So keep saving, people. Another thing that I like to do is to put a snare on top to make it a double, because a snare has pretty much the most impact of the whole song. It's much more the most powerful element of the song, and you always hear it. And yeah, pretty much always hearable. So I will just try it, but I'm not sure if I will keep it that way. It's just for testing. Hold on. I think I won't do that. In many occasions this works great, like really great, but in this scenario I will not do that. Yeah. I'm not sure if I will keep charting the guitar from now on, because it's always a good thing to put in a little variation. What I could do right now is to chart the drums and the vocals. Not sure yet. No, I think I will keep on charting the guitar. Control A, select all, copy all, paste. Let's see. I will just change this pattern a little bit, because after playing it 3 or 4 times it gets boring. As I said, always keep a little bit of variation to make it more exciting. Can hear a little drum build up right here, so yeah. Oh, hold on. Is it this one? Oh yeah, this part is really great. I will totally chart the guitar on that, because when I started charting more Miss May I songs, I realized that they use this pattern really often, that they basically have their melody just one time with one guitar. And at this part, they basically put an overdub guitar over it with the same melody, just a little bit higher. And yeah, I will show you what I will do with that. Really a basic pattern right here, but it will get a little bit more exciting once you get to this point, which I just mentioned. Here does it start. Oh, hold on. And now the stamp right here. Actually, I think I will just delete the second stamp from this place, from here, and yeah, have it there. So, and now at this point I just do the same thing but chart doubles, and this makes the song more exciting in my mind. But I will just put the notes down there. What I really hate about 3 lanes is that you're limited to just like a chord or note progression to 3 notes, which you can hear at this point. Like it goes from pretty high to medium and to low, and yeah, it doesn't work with 3 lanes as well. And so you gotta be creative about it. And what I figured out over the last years of charting is that you basically at the last time you just put it for the same pattern from the second time, which works out pretty nicely. And many times you can also do stuff like that. Hold on. To again bring in a little bit of variation. You just really gotta be creative about it. Doesn't really work out that much at this point, but hold on, where have I been? Yeah. Yeah. Again, just like be creative and do what you like. I will do it this way. Yeah, works better. Here we go. Copy the stuff and paste. Yeah. Again, this song is going to be a really basic song, really basic chart, and yeah. So yeah. Sorry for the lack of awesomeness in this chart or creativeness. I just want to really showcase you how I usually approach to chart my style. And yeah. Another stamp. Right here. Okay, here you can hear really great that the guitar is only playing at the left side of the panorama, stereo panorama, and you basically should chart it only at the left side, because just take a look at if I chart it at the right side, it just feels kind of weird and plain wrong. It feels kind of weird. Hold on. If you put it at the other downside. Way better. I mean, I wouldn't use this this pattern, this straight line for this kind of melody, but yeah, you get my point. kind of weird. Not sure why. Okay. Drum fill incoming. So just chart this drum fill because why not? Oh. Yeah, so here you can hear how the tom basically goes from left side to right side. It's just like snare in the middle, first tom on the left, snare in the middle, second tom on the right, and yeah, I could do it other way, but since I know how drummers would play it, I just do it that way. Because I feel more comfortable when doing it and yeah, having more fun to play that. Started from here. Yeah, as you can see, it's already a minute left, a minute charted, and half an hour done. And if you really go on straightforward and like don't really overthink how to chart the song, then it's going to go really fast and pretty quick. And yeah, let's hear what we got so far. Okay, so I will just play it at half speed because I'm not quite sure what the drummer does with the bass drum. And this can be pretty interesting, but yeah, let's see. Okay, so basically he just goes dot 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 dot, and let me just show it. Is it this way? Yeah. he plays it like that. And you could get away with charting this way, but I did it in the past as well, but I'm not doing it anymore because it's just like, it's just that and not more. It can get pretty boring over time. After all, this isn't just a drum chart, it's a chart of a song. Let me just try one thing. No, it's this pattern here. Let's see if we can put a little bit of drum action in here. I think I will not do that because it's kind of weird. Yeah, as you can kind of feel, you basically just go like down. I don't know how to explain it. It just feels like you're always going down and always doing the same thing, and that's not what we want. Yeah, let's keep doing what we want to do. Yeah, I think that's fine. Tyler's talking to me. Hey, Tyler. Let's get rid of that and copy it from here. I like the part that's coming next. I also like this drum fill. It feels great. We can make this a hold, I think. Same with that. Yeah, you can. What I was talking about before, like doing the same thing but doubles, because it sounds a little bit higher, because the second guitar is playing it a little bit higher. It worked not that great in the pattern before, but it will work really great in this one because it's kind of changing. And yeah. There's a little drop. Excuse me. I think we can get rid of that. Yeah. So this works really good and at this pattern way better than the other one. Yeah, this feels kind of bowing now. All this stuff that I'm showing you right here is experience that I've collected over the last years of charting, and you don't really have to do it the way I do it, because that's just the way that I like to chart, and I really encourage you to find your own style of charting, because honestly, if you would want to chart like somebody else, you could just ask them to do a single charter like that. Oui. Same drum fill. Ooh. I like these kinds of songs. You know, usually I would do it that way, but because of the cymbals, you can hear really great in this part. I just do it like that because, again, stereo panorama, and yeah, more exciting and stuff. Hey, there you go. Yeah, better. I think the reason why I can chart really fast is because I usually know the songs that I'm charting, and this way I know what's coming next, and that's why I can already place these notes and know that these are the guitars and this is the snare, and yeah, let's see if I'm right. Yeah, there you go. As you can see, it's just knowing what's coming next, and yeah, having a feeling for how it could work out. That's stuff that you can get by just charting songs and practicing and all that stuff. Okay, so hold on, I forgot to put a stamp in there. Yeah. Yeah. So same breakdown, but now with a little lead guitar on top, and it's always a good idea to just like, you know, do it the same way you did before, but also adding the lead guitar. Yeah, let's do that. Ignore the snare right here because lead guitars are more awesome than snares. But not as awesome as drum fill, so I will keep that. Yeah, stop. Keep this drum build up and have it play that. So here's the main thing why these stems like those are important, because do you remember this part? Me too. Let's see if it was this one. So you can just go there and copy all the stuff that you need. And yeah, saves a lot of time. But honestly, this could also be like a little bit of downside, because I'm kind of sure that this part that will come right now is going to be a little bit of different, and maybe I will need to delete most of the stuff. Yeah, here's the thing. Yeah. But you can still use a lot of this stuff, so it wasn't a bad idea to use these stems. And quickly go there. Okay, I think we can remove all the stuff behind that because it won't. If we need all the stuff again, we can just copy and paste this stuff. Okay, drum fill. Alrighty. Let's see if we can put a little bit of drum fills in there as well. This kind of sounds like it would be a double bass at the end of this, but it's not, so we'll ditch that. But I think we could do this stuff now because it's a different pattern, and let's just see how it turns out. If it's still gay, then we'll ditch it again. I'm not quite sure about it. Let's play it again. I'm not sure. If I'm not sure, I will just like drop it. And if I still would like to have it in there, I can put it in there again later. That's like all the stuff you can realize once you get at this end of the song, and if you're done and just check it again. Like I always find like 2 or 3 new things that I will change in the end. Hold on, was this correct? Yeah, it was. Okay, here we go. Copy all of this. This is great. You have a little bit of more variation in there. Same drum fill. Yeah. Oh yes, awesome. You know, guys, we are not even in an hour, and we already got 2 minutes left. 2 minutes done. And yeah, awesome. I thought we would take way more time because I'm talking again and not again, because I'm talking and trying to explain things. Yeah. Awesome. Next stamp. So this is going to be really difficult because drum fills or like little drum solos like this can be really tough to chart. Because if you try to do it the way a drummer really plays it, it can be really, really hard to play in tap-tap because you know, this device you're using is not a drum kit. It's an iPod or iPhone or whatever it is. It's not a drum kit in actual. Yeah, but yeah, I will show you how I will approach this kind of situation. What I usually do is, if I don't really exactly know what he's playing, I just take the tabs for it. I just got them open on my other computer here. Beat 52, which is right here, and wait, hold on, that wasn't supposed to be there. I think what he is doing here in this particular place is, let's say the what is it? Bass drum. The bass drum is this place, the green note. And then you get the second tom, which is at this place, and left tom is at this place. And I think he does it this way. again, a drummer wouldn't like play it like this because, you know, the time he plays these bass drums, these double bass drums, he's not like actually playing them both with his left feet. And that's why I should do it this way. And you could play it like this right now, but again, it would be really hard. Like really ridiculously hard. And that's why I think you could do it this way. Could be pretty fun. Yep, that's the way I will go it. Oh yeah, this is great. This is an awesome pattern. Make these holes. Kind of repetitive, but you know, I like this pattern. I like this pattern a lot actually, and I think we could keep it that way. What you also could do to bring in a little bit variation is stuff like that. But hold on, let me see. It was pretty cool actually. Yeah, that's great. I will keep that. Yeah, you just really gotta find patterns that work great. What, as you can see, I did another little variation in here because, you know, more stuff. I think he stops here right now. Awesome. So again, here was this one. Put another stamp, and I think this was the very first one. Yeah, so we just copy that and where was the end of that? Yeah. Oh, I think I... Oh, no, here it is. Oh, hold on. Not as long as this one. Apparently a little bit less. We can close this one. Does this work? I guess not. Hold on. There's... Should be there. That's pretty odd. Ah, I know why. Those are a little bit faster. I think it should work now. No, these aren't faster. Yeah, there we go. Now it works. Save it. So we are running out of stamps, I think. I thought we had this pattern again already, but I guess not. Now we really didn't have it. Little drum fill. So here it is. Copy, paste again. I don't know if he plays the snare a little bit faster here. Yeah, it works out. This breakdown is going to be awesome. Yeah. Oh wait. I won't. would usually chart doubles like this right here, but I want to have like snare, bass drum, snare, bass drum, snare, like playing there as well. That's why I will just do one. Hold on. Okay, it goes till there. And as you know, you can press T, so this note gets like a little black dot instead of a white one, and you can place notes in there. Like you usually couldn't do that. Hold on, I won't show it there. Like if you would just keep it with the white dot and you place a note, it gets shorter automatically. Another thing that I want to show you is I want to have a note here in this spot as well, but I can't because if I drag it on there, it gets shorter as well. And there are two workarounds for that. The first one is you place a note like somewhere close to that, zoom in all the way, like all the way. Then you have your grid snap. If you press G, you disable it and you can place a note wherever you want. I have no idea why it's lagging right now. Anyway, you can just like put it real close and then you have it right there. But what I like to do, hold on, is because of my I want to have it perfect, like not a millisecond off or something like that. I just go into another difficulty and place it there where it should be. And what that does is, you know, if you chart in EOF, you have the chart you have is a MIDI file, and inside this MIDI file, all these notes in the amazing category are in the 7th octave, I think, and in medium it's just one octave below. And in tap, it doesn't matter if it's octave 7, 5, 1, whatever. It just doesn't matter. It automatically puts it in this chart. And I figured it out somewhere. I'm not sure where, when, but in my opinion, it's better option to do that, just because it's like perfectly aligned. Yeah. Same with here. Let's see. The only downside to that is you don't have it in EOF, and if you play it in kind of like EOF on your table, you just have to imagine it there. Let's see. Yeah. I like this breakdown. Oh yeah, okay. I was just listening to this part because back then I was just charting breakdowns like this, kind of. You know what I mean? Then you can chart it like this, or you know, like this. Doesn't really matter. But what you also can do is what I really like to do. I don't know who kind of invented this technique, but I think it was Hydra. You can do it like that. Forces you to like play with your bouncing a lot. You have to be good at bouncing to play this kind of technique, this kind of breakdown. But I will just do it in this part just like that, because it is kind of brutal, but this part back here is more brutal to me, in my opinion, and I will keep this awesome technique for this part. So I will keep use this for you. Awesome song, awesome song. We are running out of stamps. I just realized. There you go. Awesome. If you hear really closely to this part of the song, to this beginning of this where we first hit, you can hear that is like a little bass drop in the backside. Excuse me. And like, you know, really low, but it's there and it brings a little bit of power, and that's why I have a treble in there. Oh yeah. like the way this snare is kind of going into this reverb is going into the snare. So I will put that hold in there. Awesome. Let's see. Yeah, I like the way this chart is turning out. I think it goes just to this point. We can check. Ah, there it is. Let's see if we can put a little cymbal inside these long holds. Yeah, we can. We totally can. Okay, so we are done pretty much. It took 1 minute, 1 hour, 30 minutes, and let's just check it if we can find something that we can improve, like this fade in right here. I think I want this fading in. Nah. I'll keep it. I'll leave it.
All
I think we could just add a drum fill right here because this pattern is pretty generic and repetitive, and a little variation wouldn't hurt the song. Yeah, this works out really great. We can just put this note up here because of the cymbal that's playing here. Hold on. Oh yeah, here's a little drum fill, bass drum fill. You really have to watch out for these because they can be really awesomely fun to play, and if you miss them, it's just like, that's like the little extra that makes the song fun to play. I think I will change this pattern right here. little fade in here as well. Okay, I think we're done. What I want to say at the end is that I've seen a lot of people charting, like, especially in rock songs, charting every single snare and having every part of the song that could stick out inside their charts, but sometimes this leads to make it like it's just too much. You can't really see it, the structure of the song, and people like to see structures that are easy to determine. And, you know, just like these bass drum thingies in here, you can clearly hear these. But this can make a song, the chart, pretty sloppy, and just don't. My advice is to just don't put every single element in the song and force it to have like every snare, every guitar, every vocal note, everything. You don't need it. You just need to have like that what sticks out the most. And if it's, in this case, the song was pretty guitar heavy, or at least the guitar sticks out in very much points. And usually I like to chart drums much more than guitars or vocals, as you can see in many of my other charts. But Miss May I's songs in particular have so much melodies and great riffs that you can chart, and you can have the people that play these songs focus more on what's more important in the song, which is, in this case, the guitar parts. So yeah, I hope I could help you a little bit, or show you a few things that I like to do that many people don't do, like these timestamps, or just like switching to another difficulty for these note and holds, and like techniques like these, or inverting patterns or whatever. I just really hope that this could help you in any single way. And yeah, hope it was fun to you. It definitely was fun to me. And yeah, have a nice day.